All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jackie Hastings, and I'm one of the Sapphire ambassadors on Team Impact with you. And I am really excited tonight to be sharing with you. I have to say, I nearly didn't want to do this call tonight following Fallon, who just gave an incredible Pink Power team talk. And I'm like, man, how can I have anything better to add of value than our diamond? Because that little redhead, she was fiery tonight, and I am super impressed. But you know what? I had this set up, and God is super cool. He really always works in some way to have our call following Pink Power Call, something that connects, right? It's pretty cool. So she was talking about goals and getting over yourself and doing all of the things. And funny thing, our golden or our team call tonight is talking about goals. So when I talked about in our little write-up, some of the things that I said is, what do you want to do this month? And some things people want this month, you might want to lose weight. I'm going to Mexico next month. I'd rather not be tucking my belly into the top of my swimsuit, right? I want more energy. You guys, there's so many things to get done in these last couple of months before school starts, and where you're going to have the energy to do all of it. Maybe you just want a clean house, or maybe you want to have good, healthy dinners. Maybe you want more time with your family. Maybe you want money for back to school shopping. You guys, the school supplies are expensive, and those lists seem to grow every day on year, right? Maybe you want to go on a cruise. That's still an option. Maybe you're sad that you're not going to Mexico next month with us. What are your goals? So what I would encourage you to do right now is write down a goal. And it doesn't have to be a Plexus goal. It can be whatever goal you want. And as you're doing that, I want you to think here for a minute. Is there someone that you've seen be successful who's met whatever goal that you're looking for? Or is there someone who's like, man, they really got it all together? And even as Fallon talked about yesterday, she don't have it all together. She showed you the messy side of her house. There was people that I've always looked up to, and talking to them and realizing that they're real people in real lives and doing real things made me feel like, yeah, you know what, I can do this too. I'm not anything any different than anybody else, except for some consistency, right? I had somebody new that I'm talking to, and she says, no, I'm not going to do any of that selling. I'm not as cool as you are. I'm like, God, I'm not cool. I'm a big nerd, you guys. I mean, seriously, if anybody knew me in high school, knew me before, I'm a nerd. That's me. I can only handle so much social stuff. I'm not a big social seller, I would tell myself, right? But it's all in how you view yourself. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you can't do this, you can't do anything, guess what? You're right. You're going to set yourself up for failure. So that's why we have a lot of these team calls and stuff on mindset and everything, and setting your goals. Because if you've got no goals and no purpose or anything, you're not going to go anywhere. You are setting yourself up for failure. So the things that you will see in those of us who've been successful at whatever it is, whether it's child raising or house cleaning or gardening or Plexus or weight loss or strength or any of those things, is consistency and discipline. And where are we getting those things? Where are we learning about those? Are we plugging into team calls? Are we actually getting into the chats? Are we doing the things? Are we tagging our people? Are we doing those things? And if not, you're kind of lost, right? Just some things to think about from this month. There's so many really cool things about our incentives and everything this month. I just got to refer back so I don't miss any of them. Oops, I lost my paper here. Hang on. So some things to think about. We've got the new product of the season, right? Product of the season, it's only 250 credits versus 300. That's a nice savings. Balance is nice. It helps balance things out. If you think about it, if you're a new person and you have your subscription on, you automatically earn 250 perk points. So that you get to try the product of the season next month on your subscription. Are we talking about that with people? Or are we forgetting about that? If that new person on your team signs up, one new person with a welcome pack, they earn an additional $250, 250 credits this month themselves. That's 500 points, perk points, that's a lot of free products. Where do you get that? They don't accumulate that quickly on mPerks, right? We don't get that from Amazon. We don't get that on a credit card where we earn points. We've also got the enroll 3 and get those packing cubes. You know, if you're trying to get your life organized to not be so much of a hot mess express, get the packing cubes. They're free. You get three of them. It doesn't cost you a doggone thing other than a little time, a little consistency, and the satisfaction of knowing you've helped other people. So setting those goals and looking at those things are really big. And if you don't know about those things and you aren't sharing those things with your people, you're missing out on some things that Plexus is already giving us to be successful. So we're going to talk a little bit more about goals here. So let's go back to that. Let's go back to Mexico. So August is really cool because it is the first month that you start earning credits for our next Jewel trip. August, everything starts fresh again. You can start earning, you know, the way that it's been going has been Mexico, Hawaii, but God only knows, maybe they'll pull something new. Who knows, right? I've been to both, you guys. You don't want to miss those. Plexus does amazing things. All you need to do is rank up to Emerald. First time Emeralds get to go on that trip. It's incredible. Earn it. It's incredible. You don't want to miss that. So that's definitely something to think about, is you've got a fresh start in August. We also have one more month left for that cruise. And you may be going, oh, well, I'm just brand new. I can't do it. Well, yeah, you can. If you saw, there's some people who were brand new last month who earned it in a month. Incredible. Like, this guy is incredible. I'm in awe, right? So, and I've got some people who are like, I need over 400 credits. You can do that too. I'll break it down for you. Something to think about too. If you've earned 800 credits already, you've got that buddy ticket. You get a chance to go on the cruise with that buddy ticket, right? You get to buddy up with somebody else who earned a buddy ticket, but don't stop there. Why would you take your foot off the gas? Don't you want to take somebody you know to room with you? I mean, all the Plexus people are awesome, but wouldn't it be nice to take somebody of your choice with you? Your husband, a friend, a family member, somebody who needs a break, take them with you, you guys. It's way better that way. Not that a buddy ticket's bad, but doggone it, I'm taking my husband. And he's really excited about that. So those are some things to think about for this month. So let's break it down a little bit more on how, if you're already a business builder, let's say you're silver, right? And you want to earn that cruise and you need 400 credits. This is easy. And I'll put these things in our in the comments for this post or this call too. If you add 6 new level 1s, you get 90 points. 6 new level 2s is 30 points. Develop 1 new level 1 silver, that's 25 points. Retain 10 level 1s, that's 150 points. Retain 5 level 2s, that's 25 points. And then if you rank up anywhere from gold to senior ruby, you earn anywhere from 70 to 100 points. Right there, you've earned over 400 points. So those of you who are at 400 or below, you've still got it. You still got it. I want you with me on the cruise. These things are fun. I promise I'll behave, I swear. Next, let's look at if you're a brand new person and you just signed up, right? Hit the floor or hit the ground running. So somebody who out the door gets 10 new level 1s. You guys, that's not unbelievable. We've got all kinds of things that everybody needs. That's 300 points, because for new people, all of their credits are doubled, which is awesome. I kind of want to be new. Maybe I get one of the penthouse suites. I don't know. Get 8 new level 2s, you get 80 points. Develop 2 new level 1 silvers, 100 points. Rank fast start silver, 100 points. Rank fast start senior silver, 150 points. Rank fast start gold, and these all the points line up for these with doing these things. That's 140 points, and right there you've got 840 points. You've got a buddy ticket. That is amazing. And you want to know how much money you just made? $1,600. if you've got somebody who's brand new, who's afraid to sign up for these products because they can't afford $100, how does earning $1,600 sound? It's pretty daggone incredible, right? So that's definitely something to bridge with them. Part of the reason people have some challenges with some things like retention and getting people in, we've got all these incentives, right? We've got this give 10, we've got people wanting to give out discount codes, all these things. You guys, Plexus has amazing products. They're worth the full price. They're worth retail price. And one of the reasons that we see people shut off their subscription for the second month or maybe not continue, it's because that second month does cost more. What if we flip that around? What if instead of starting off with the discounts, we start off telling people what the cost of these products are full price? What if we told them what retail price is? What if we backed down from there and said, you know what? I know that might sound a little pricey to you. If you sign up as a VIP, you can actually get these products. You can have your triplex every month for around what, like $125, $120 with shipping, whatever. And then once you get a commitment from them on that and they understand the process and they're ready to sign up, you've talked about the subscription and everything with them for their consistency, and they understand what they're doing for the long term. What if you then, as they're signing up, you tell them, you know what, this is super cool. As your first month, you get a discount and you're going to get your triplex for $109 instead of the $125. They're going to be excited that you just offered them that discount, that they're brand new, they're getting a break, they're getting these extra perk points, they're getting all of these really cool things instead of backpedaling next month when it costs them more. This is a really great way to work on retention for people on this. Another thing you want to talk about is bringing up the business up front. You guys, even if, sometimes we feel scared about this. We start sharing things with people and we're like, oh, they're going to think I just want to make money off of them. Well, I do want to make money. I am here to make money, but I'm also here to help people. When we share things that we love, whether it's, a pair of jeans, a purse, cleaning products, whatever, we don't make any money on those, but we're not afraid of talking about them with people. If we made some money off of it and we told people up front, you know what, I'm going to share with you this link for jeans. And I have to tell you, I earn $10 off of this each time. If you decide you want them and you start sharing them with other people, you're going to earn $10 too. It's nice to give that upfront to people. Say, you know what, I appreciate you doing this. I do earn money off of the sales from you. You have the opportunity to do so as well in the future. Is this something you would ever consider? And they might be like, no, I'm not selling anything. I don't want to sell anything. That was me, you guys. I'm like, I'm not doing this. But things change. You start to see things happening. Or what if they're like, you know what, I need to be able to buy new winter clothes for my kid and new winter boots, and they're freaking expensive to get good stuff that I'm not replacing in a month. I've got an opportunity for you to be able to do that. You've got that referral code that you started off with when you signed up. Why don't we look at trying to help some of your friends, and you'll have that extra money that you need. So a lot of it is in how we approach that. And if we're upfront about that from the beginning, it doesn't feel so weird later to go back and say, well, are you ready to share now? Are you ready to share now? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. So talk about these things as options for people. So when they fall on hard times, or if they decide, I could use a couple extra bucks or anything like that, they know that that option is there and it doesn't feel weird. So some of the other things, we've got those realistic expectations that we're working with people. We've got the consistency we've talked about up front. We've got all about the subscriptions. We've filled them in on that, and we're sharing the opportunity for business. These are huge, huge things to work on for our retention. And if you look, like a lot of our different contests and stuff isn't just about signing new people up. It's about retaining them. And is it easier? I think it's easier to retain someone than to find new people. It can be tiring, and we still keep looking for people. We keep making those connections. All of the jewels still continue to do it. Fallon is still recruiting. We're still doing that. but it's nicer to have that residual income by keeping the people that we've got, keeping them happy, keeping them saying good things about Plexus. We're doing that, right? So part of the thing we want to look at too is when people are looking at us, that we're staying laser focused, right? We want to make sure people know that we're the people to come to if they are looking for products to help them, if they're looking for extra income. So we're talking about the products, we're talking about consistency, we're talking about the business as well. And I know some people are a little scary to share about that. If you're afraid to share your story, share someone else's. There's a gazillion of them out there. And it's also hard to follow if we're all over the place, right? ADD can be really fun to watch, but it's not necessarily fun for someone else to follow, right? I've got a kid who has it. I might have a touch of it myself, and I can tell you it is exhausting. So if you are wanting people to know that you're serious about this, stay on track with focusing on your income stuff with Plexus. So a couple more things I want to talk about here. We're going back to those goals, right? So we've looked at our goals and what we want to do for this month. You guys wrote one down. Write down a Plexus goal now if what you wrote down wasn't a Plexus goal. And I'm going to put this in our chat as well. Then you're going to go back and you're going to look at your July numbers. And if you're new here, that's okay. You've got 0, so your only place to go is up. So that's awesome, right? You're going to look at where your points ended, how many team ads you had, how many personal ads you had, how many rake-ups you had. And then you're going to write out a stretch goal. You're going to write out your stretch goal and points for August. Were you just playing it safe? Say, yeah, I'm going to add 1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you going to grow your team? Are you going to help anybody under you? Or are you just so stuck in your own little world that you're not really looking for growth? Again, if you're missing that, hop back on Fallon's call because she had the fire under her and got it under us too. So then you're also going to look at team ads needed to make those goals happen. How many personal ads do you need? What are your Cruise for Leaders retreat goals? Or your Leaders Retreat cruise goals, goodness sakes. Who's ranking up on your team and what do they need? Do you have people on your team looking to earn that cruise? Are you helping them with that? Or are you sitting by the wayside? Then make a countdown. You know, if you need 100 points, take 100, write it somewhere, cross it off each time you get something. You know, it's nice to have those visual reminders, and we're way more likely to reach our goals if we actually write them down. There's a lot of science behind that. Then a bonus for you, and this is really important because I get people saying, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't have time, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So pull out your calendar and write down when our team calls are. Write down when our book club is. Then you're going to put a couple other things on there, things you want to do for fun. Put your date night on there. Put your church time on there. Put your prayer time on there. Put your exercise time on there. Block out the hours that you need per week. Now, it could be 5 hours. It could be 10 hours. It could be 3 hours, and you can break those down in segments. It doesn't mean you have to sit for 5 hours in Plexus for 5 hours. It can be a scheduled 15 minutes here, a scheduled 15 minutes here. It's just doing the dang things. And those are ways that you're going to be able to get to your goals. So if you're having trouble getting started on some of these things, if it seems too hard to send some of those reach out messages, I'm going to share a couple books. Here's this one. It's Eat That Frog. This is Doing the Scary Things First. Great ways to start procrastinating and get things done in less time. We've got Get Over Your Damn Self. We're the ones who stand in our way. 99% of the time, there is not somebody standing in front of you saying, you can't do this. You're not allowed to do this. And if you have somebody that's doing that, why are they saying that? Are you making sure that you're making enough time for them and letting them know that this is a priority to you? What do you want to do when you reach these goals? How does it make you feel when you reach those goals? Those are important things to talk about with those people if they're not helping and standing in your way. Other things, Atomic Habits. This is a It's glary, sorry guys. It's another really good book. It helps you break your bad habits. So if when you're going to do your posting or reaching out to people and you get stuck on scrolling or something like that, change that habit. It's about attaching different habits to different things and making changes. We've also got The Slight Edge that talks about discipline, turning simple disciplines to turn into massive success and happiness. Or if you are one of those people who says you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen is another really good book to help you get out of that spiral. You are going to have a heck of a time helping someone else if you cannot help yourself. And one of the things that Fallon talked about on her call tonight too was if you have big goals, like if diamond is one of your goals, and some people are like, I don't even care about diamond. I just want to hit ruby, or I want to hit gold, or whatever. Reread the first 5 chapters of The Magic of Thinking Big. This is a really, really good book for that. And she has suggested that multiple times. So I hope that's helpful at looking at some of the places that we're at this month, some of the places that you can look for different things, some of the habits that you need to adopt and plan so that we can all hit those goals and we can all be on that beach together next year, on that cruise ship today, down the way that we want to be, having that energy we want to be, maybe having a clean house if you want it, or any of those things. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good night.